this is my done body. Okay. And here we use geometrical set because it is easier to change the order of the tree or edit the tree, and if you want to edit anything else it can be done easily in the geometry set. So that's the use of geometric set here. So I'll just rename this first. I'll just change the color of it. So let me just insert a geometrical set under the input body. So now we need to select a point here. So this is in this two plates, so this is much more feasible for me. So I'll just select the point here and I'll select circle and sphere, and I just select this circle. Okay, and then I click on OK. So then I get a point, and then I load the axis system. Select this, I select this point, I get my axis system. I click on OK. So now my axis system is ready. Again, I'll just define this. Under this, I'll insert a geometrical set. So under that again, I want it under my input body, as not under my input body, it should be under my master geo. Yeah, working geometry. Okay, so under my working geometry, I'll insert my first, that is my top surface. I'll just select this geo surface. Yeah, so my main surface. Under this, I'll have my two to three top surfaces. I'll just select this and I'll select top main surface, and that is so this is my top surface one. So here, so first we'll just do this. So here you can see, for first of all, there's a bit of deviations you can see. So here as well as in this plate, in the vertical plate. Okay, so first we'll go through that. So just first I'll get the view, and then I select this plane. I give sketch my projection point. This is my projection point here, and I'll just swap this. Yeah, so this is my sketcher workbench here. So here we'll just first project the points. That is, this is the main line. So we'll just select this, and then I select this line and projection. Okay, yeah. So and then we select this the curve and we give projection this one as well. Okay, so I'll just isolate these points now. This will just drop in the curve on it, not an issue. First I'll isolate this, and right click, isolate. So here I'll just draw an arc on it so that it can be editable again in the future if there are any changes that to be made. So like this, I'll select take 3-point arc. This is my arc here. I'll then delete the isolated body. Okay. So now I'll just start giving the measurements constraints with this, similarly this with this, similarly from here, from that point to this point, similarly from this point to this point. This is 50 and this one is 50 and this radius is 51.5. So I'll just zoom into this. So now I'll just do the trim option, trim this till here, select this, take this line, give tangency. Okay, so once I'm done with this, I'll give the measurement for the circle from the center, that is here. So I'll just take this from here and here. So it was already given. Take it from the vertical surface, this and this. Yeah, now this is also constrained. Now we need a curve over here as well, so that you can just sort of projection it in a different way. So let me just measure that. So you can see 48.5 is the radius. So I'll just select corner, I'll select this and I'll select this, and this is what I get. So I'll just select this and give that radius as 8.5. Now you can see everything is constrained. So once we're done with that, 48.5. Yeah, we're done with that. So we'll just exit the workbench. Okay, I'll just rotate it away so that you can see it easily. So now I'll extrude this. So I want my limit 1 to be somewhere at this point, and my limit 2 to extend. Yeah, just reduce it a bit. Okay, so this is my extrude one. So now this part is done. Now we need the other two surfaces. Okay, so we need one surface over here. So we just measure that one first. Distance from this plane to this plane is 1.5. So I'll offset this one at 1.5. This extrude. So for that again I'll take the next surface because this is my second surface over here. Similarly, this one also is 1.5, I guess. So like this, this face, so that is also 1.5. So what I'll do is I'll just insert geometrical set under point surface, select my surface 2. Yeah, so under this I'll just select this and I'll just give select offset, select this, extrude. Okay, so I wanted it to be 1.5. Once I give preview, okay, it's below, so I want it in the reverse direction. I'll just give reverse direction and I give preview. You can see it's coming out here. Okay, so for timing I'll just hide this offset. So now there is an arc in between like this. So for that, we need to measure the distance. So from this plane to this point, it's 7.450. So what I'll do is I'll just select the plane. This is my plane I want to offset in the reverse direction. So I did not take the measurement. So I'll just select this again, select the plane, select the point, 7.405, copy. Okay, and then paste it here. Give preview. Yeah, I got it over there. Okay, so now we need to make this one. So what I'll do is instead of drawing the sketch again, so I've got a plane now. So then I'll take the intersection, that is this option, intersection of this extrude with this plane. Okay, and I'll give okay. So you get an intersection line automatically. Once I get that, I'll take sweep command. These are my two surfaces. I'll take sweep command. In this underline, you go with reference surface. Then you have a guide curve and reference surface. So my guide curve is this and my reference surface is this. Okay, so this is horizontal. I'll give it at an angle of 45 and I'll just click on preview. It's in the reverse direction. I want it in this. So this length is 10. This one is 10. Okay, so I got this. So I'll just click on okay. So now there is a fillet over here. So I'll just shut. So here I just need to select this. Yeah, you can see there is a radius fillet of 6. So first I'll give the fillet shape fillet, this to this, and this to 6. You can see I'm getting the fillet over here. Yeah, now I've got the fillet, but there is a bit of deviation over here. Yes, so you can see the deviation. So for that we need to find the distance first. So this line and then this 4 point and just take a bit more of it. So I'll just select this plane and I'll offset it 0.424 or 420 or 499. I'll just take 4 to 5, 4 to 4. Okay, and I'll click on preview and I'll click OK. Now you can see it's properly arranged. Okay, now I'll just make this offset. Yeah, so now again we need a radius fillet over here. So what I'll do is the shape fillet this to this and this direction. Click on preview and click OK. You can see now we got the surface over here. Maybe first we got the we have got this surface. Okay, now we need to do the top surface. So for that I'll just put another and insert another geometric set under top main surface, top surface. So for that I'll just select this plane, xy plane. Yeah, I'll select this plane, give sketch, select the projection point and I'll give it back because now it is proper. I'm gonna just give variable sketch. So I got this. So now I'll just draw a circle with this reference. So first I'll take a circle. Yeah, and I'll do this and I'll draw a line. Similarly, I have one more line right here. Now I'll just select this and give tangency. Similarly, this circle, tangency, and this radius, let's give it as 25. So now we can just trim this. So I'll select trim to this line, and then again this arc to this line. Now we have got this. So I'll just dimension these points as well from here to here. Let's say I'll just take it at 45. Similarly, this point, this one also I'll give it as 45. So now we need to close this. I'll just select the profile and select this. And like this. It's getting worse mentioned because we did this. So I'll just delete one of the. You can see it's mentioned. So I'll just give the fillet over here. So for that, this and this. So the fillet was 6. Let's give 6. Similarly, this and click on the fillet again. So this and give it a 6. Okay. So once we are done with this, So we can just come out, okay, and I'll just rotate it with this, so there's a better view. So now I'll again take the sweep command. So same again with reference to surface and the line option. This is the surface, and my reference surface is my XY plane. So I'll just rotate this. So this is my XY plane, and I'm getting, so let's get preview. So I'm getting this. Let me check if it's cutting through the bottom as well. It's cutting, but we'll just give a bit more of a length. So if it, sorry, it's the upper limit. So I'll just close this. 10, and this one is preview. Yeah, it's extended. Okay, so now we've got this one, and we need to fill the inner surface as well. Okay, so the sketch, so just take fill command and take the sketch. Okay, and I click okay. Now it is filled. So now we need the fillet over here as well. So here also let's take the fillet. Sorry, so just hide the sweep. Once we see the fillet over here, it is 6. So what we'll do is we'll again come back, and our fill has been correctly done. So I'll just unhide this again, and I'll take shape fillet this with the inner surface. You can just take the fill here. Okay, both should be inside. So now we have got the fillet over here. Now we have got the fillet. Okay, similarly take fillet this and this. Count preview. Select shape fillet again. Select this and this. Get on the arrow marks upwards. Click on preview. Okay, so now we have got the upper surface done. So you can see the upper surface is done completely. So but here you can see there's a bit of a gap in between. Yeah, there's a bit of a gap in between. So we'll select the sketch, and I'll just measure the distance first in between this line and this line. It's 0.765. I'll just copy this. So I need to change the diameter here. So I'll just select 20. This is my diameter. I'll give minus, I put the value inside into, just click on OK, and then I'll exit. Control U, local update. Now it is perfect. You can see there's no gap in between. So that is resolved over here. So this part is complete. Now we need to draw this surface. Okay.